Hello you guys and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to have you here. So in today's video, we are going to be doing an MLM fails of the MLM fails that y'all have sent me. So if you would like to send me any MLM fail or influencer fail, I also take those. I will leave my email down below on how to do that. So let's get straight into today's video. And at the end, I will kind of give you guys an update about life. So the first video we are going to watch is of a video that y'all sent me. It is of the Beachbody Success Club trip. So for those of you guys who do not know, yearly, Beachbody actually does multiple trips. I think this is the third trip that they do. They do a Success Club trip. They do a trip for the high earner. Oh no, they do four then. So they have Success Club. They have a trip for the really high earners, like 5-star and above. Then they have a trip for the 1-star diamonds. And then they have a trip that everyone can go to in the summer. So this is the Success Club trip. It happened in March. There were two sets of individuals that could go. I think it was one weekend and then the following weekend, and you could pick which weekend you would want to go based on your schedule. So I was sent a video talking about it, so I thought that I would watch the video and then discuss with you all what Success Club even is, what is the trip, what does it mean, do people get it for free, all of the things that you all wonder. I think it's been like 3 years since I've talked about the Success Club trip on my channel. That may be over exaggerating, but I feel like it's been years. So for those of y'all who are new, who didn't watch my old videos, I thought that this would be a good topic to kind of bring back up since this just happened mid-March. So let's listen.
To come on a trip like this, you have to help people start on their fitness journey. So the way I started 8 years ago is still the same way I start new people coming in. You get paired up with an annual membership. You get supplements that I love for 30 days to try out. And then you also get a guidebook. You get our community, which is off social media. It's on a Bodi app and it's a bod group. So partners like me, we can create communities, groups within this app, and then we all share our sweaty selfies in there. I theme it out and post recipes, meal plans every single week. It's like your one-stop shop for fitness, and you get results when you commit. So that's the hardest part for people, is just staying consistent and committing to something. And that's why I believe partner opportunity helped me so much, because I knew that if I was to commit and show up for other people, like, hey, come join me, and then flake out, hell no, like, come join me and I will stay consistent with you. That's the power of the business, is that you stay really consistent with your own health, because you are enrolling people into your community, saying that you're going to do something, and you best follow through, because that shows your character, your integrity. That's ultimately how I got here, is helping enough people throughout the year get results and stay committed to their health and fitness journey. The other question coming in is, okay, so you sign up, now what? There's a 28-day action plan that I will send you through, and I will do it with you. There is also a checklist. I have a Facebook community and a messenger thread. All right, so next steps. Tomorrow, the 18th, we are having a opportunity informational call. So if you want to start your business and you want to start with us in April Kickstart, it's going to be amazing. I'm like holding your hand for April, working really closely with you, so you have that success. I want you to see success in your business. And this is not a quick money thing. Like, you're going to have to be here for a little bit. You have to commit for, I would say, a year to really dive in and cultivate a community of your own. And I'm going to empower you to do that. This is not a get rich quick thing, but you can make a substantial income by doing vital behaviors every single day, which includes your own journey, like putting yourself first, which is the beauty of this business right there. So tomorrow is that opportunity call. I believe it's 8:30, but I will double check on that. And then a 28-day, a whole month plan for April. And you get yourself to places like this. Our next travel that we have is called Summit. That is in San Antonio. It's June 20th, I want to say. It's 3-4 days, and you're just like, you're with the people that want to level up, that want to go to the next level. You're with the people that care about their health. You're with the people that are positive, next level thinkers, and are willing to like get out of their own way and try something new and not give a ish what other people think. Because really, I think it's just all in your head. Like, if you come out and you're confident in what you want to do, anybody who thinks otherwise can just go
Okay, the reason I kind of like freaked out is because I live in San Antonio. So that is so wild. When I seen that they were doing Summit in San Antonio, I was like, should I go to it? It's quite expensive though. Like it's like, I think nearly $300. Like I think the longer you wait to buy a ticket, it can go up to $300. But I thought of going and just showing you all like firsthand how Summit really is. And I've been to a Summit myself before when I was in Beachbody, but it's just wild that it's happening where I live this year. And I've debated on going, but it is quite expensive. But they started to allow people who aren't in Beachbody to attend, which I don't recall being a thing when I was in Beachbody. Like I think you had to be a member to like be able to get into Summit. But I feel like the past couple years they changed that rule. Let me know if I'm incorrect on that. But I never remember when I was in Beachbody having the chance to tell people like, oh, you could come too. Like that wasn't really a thing. So that's beside the point of this video. So the reason I wanted to cover this was because I really want to cover the trips, just kind of how she mentioned in there the fact that you can get yourself to places like this if you join. And I feel like the way that people really get people started is during these times where they're on trips, because clearly if you're following someone that's in an MLM, you don't really know much about it. You're kind of just watching them daily being like, what the heck are they doing? Now, some people may be like, hell no, I never want to do that. But the people that are curious about what the individual is doing, and maybe they've been thinking about joining, when trips like this happen, it really causes people to want to join. It's kind of like a fisherman where you throw bait out and these trips are the bait and then people attack the bait whenever it comes. So I feel like that's how events like this are. So things like the Success Club trip are trips that people are really recruiting people. And I noticed that when I was in Beachbody, that when a trip would happen, the recruiting numbers would go up a wild amount. Like I'm saying, people who would sign up maybe one person a month could sign up 5 or 6 or 7. And then the top leaders are able to get 20, 30, 40 people to join them. That's been watching them. So that was what was happening when I was in. So I really feel like these events are made for that. And it's a way for reps to be able to promote to you what's going on in the company, and then they're able to show all of that community. So if you're someone that lacks community, maybe you are someone that doesn't have like a big support system, you may be reeled in by this. Say you're someone who wants to travel, like those things are going to reel you into this. Maybe you're someone that wants to work on your fitness journey. So her talking about things like fitness and how everyone takes it seriously and all these kind of things that happen on trips is something that's going to reel people in. So that's why I like to talk about trips like this, because that's what I personally experienced. And I feel like it's a big time where people that are curious watching MLM reps, they're going to end up joining. Now, during this trip, we see a lot of Instagram posts, stories, videos where people are talking about how they earned a free trip. This was an earned trip. They get to travel. All of those things are happening. So I wanted to break down what happens at Summit, like what really happens, how much it really costs, and the work that it takes to actually get to go to these trips, the amount of money that you're going to spend to do so. So these trips are invite only. So if you hear people saying that, it is based on invite only. So when you get invited, you have a couple of days to pay a $300 non-refundable fee. So you're going to randomly get an email, and that email is going to say, hey, you qualified for this trip. You have 3 business days to pay this $300 non-refundable fee. So off the bat, every person is going to have to pay $300 that gets invited to this trip. Now, you also get to choose your room. So when you get invited and you pay that $300 fee, you are going to get an option to choose a room. Now, there's going to be multiple options. I will show you guys what those options look like on the screen if you are able to look at the screen, but there are multiple options to choose from. Now, these rooms are about $1,500 to $3,000. Normally, the top reps are the ones that purchase like the bigger rooms because they'll bring their families and all of that. And then people that are kind of at the bottom of the pyramid or in the middle will try and get a $1,500 room. So whenever you pick a room, what happens next is you do not have to fully pay for that. So say, to make it easy, we're going to say the room is $1,500. So what happens is each month of the prior years. So for example, the Success Club trip happened March of 2024. So all of 2023, Beachbody reps had to receive what's called Success Club points, and those Success Club points turned into trip dollars. So for that $1,500 room, all of that prior year, you're trying to earn trip dollars, and that is based on your Success Club points. So every Success Club point, you can earn $5 to $10 towards your room per point. So based on Beachbody's updated FAQ, because this was not the case when I was in Beachbody, but the way that you can earn Success Club points each month is 2 ways. So the first way is through creating new nutritional home direct subscriptions. So this is whenever you sell a challenge pack or sell a new subscription order. For example, you get a new customer or a new recruit and they buy Shakeology and they put that on Home Direct, then you are going to earn 2 Success Club points for those. So if you have a new customer or you have a new rep that either buys the $160 challenge packs or they don't buy a challenge pack, say they don't want the workouts, but they want to try the Shakeology, you're going to get 2 points for that if they have the product on Home Direct. So now the second way to earn is through what's called incremental personal volume. This is what they did not have back when I was in Beachbody. What they do is they add up your personal volume points on all of your orders from new customers and preferred customers, so just all of your customers in general, who have placed an order in the last 90 days. So for example, if you have 2 people buy Shakeology, that's 90 points. They're going to add 90 and 90 up, that equals 180 points. So they're going to take the total PV from all of your orders and they're going to divide it by 125. So you can earn 1 Success Club point for every 125 PV point. But what this essentially means is that you need to be every single month for the year prior to the Success Club trip, you are going to need to add new customers and new reps, and you're going to need them to purchase that $160 challenge pack, or you're going to need them to have Shakeology on Home Direct. That's how you're going to accumulate points. Now, along with this, something that is like in the fine print, in order to qualify for Success Club, you also have to have your products on Home Direct. So you also need to have 90 PV on Home Direct each month. So not only do you need new customers and new reps to get points, you need to ensure that you also have your 90 PV points on auto ship each month. So at the end of the year, after the end of year 2023, your points are added up into what is called trip dollars, which will help you pay for your room. So the max amount of trip dollars that you can collect for a year is $1,500. So clearly, if you got and chose that $1,500 room, you are able for that year prior to try and accumulate $1,500 worth of Success Club points. So if you end up signing up for this Success Club trip and say the rooms were sold out that were $1,500, the rest of that is out of pocket for you. So if you decide to get a room that's $1,800 or the $3,000 room, the rest of that is going to be out of pocket. Now, this is where we break down the Success Club trip points, because even though you can earn Success Club trip points throughout the year prior of the trip, that still doesn't mean that you're going to get the whole trip paid for and that you're going to even have enough Success Club points at the end of the year to get you these trip dollars. So if your room is $1,500, with me doing the math on Success Club points to trip dollar amount, you must have a minimum of 150 Success Club points by the end of the year in order for your room to be paid in full. So if you do not want to have to pay anything out of pocket, you're looking at 150 minimum Success Club points. How many people are getting 150 Success Club points a year? Like I said, in order to get 1 point, you have to have people on Home Direct, people ordering Shakeology routinely monthly, or you have to be signing new people up with these challenge packs in order to get 2 points. So how many people are you having to sign up? Clearly, you're having to sign up over 60 people in a year, and that's if you're lucky, over 60 people in a year to be able to get the room paid for in full. So if you do get invited on the trip and you do not have the minimum Success Club point to trip dollar amount, you are going to have to pay for that remainder of the $1,500 room. So say that you were able to get $500 in trip points from the prior year, you're gonna have to pay $1,000 out of pocket for your room, plus that $300 non-refundable fee, because everybody has to pay for that no matter what trip points you have or not. Now, this doesn't include your airfare. So when people want to talk about these trips, now this specific video I showed you, she clearly did not say this is a free trip, like whatever, but we do see that. And what happens when you think it's a free trip? You sign up for the company and then you get swindled. By the time you're already in the company, you're like, dang, I might as well stay in it. You get invited onto one of these trips and then you're essentially peer pressured by the company and by the reps above you to go on this trip. Think about how much money you're going to be spending because you thought these type of trips were just free, all inclusive. They are not. Now, this doesn't even include your airfare. So I decided to look up, I know that I use Southwest most of the time when I travel. I decided to look up Southwest to see how expensive it is to fly to Punta Cana around this time. It will cost you anywhere from $240 to $800 per way. I just looked at one way just to get there, $240 to $800, and just to get back around that same amount depending on who you fly. So as much as they talk about these trips being all inclusive, everything is paid for, it is not. Not only do you have to struggle to get 150 Success Club points the prior year, if you don't get that, you're paying for your room out of pocket, you're paying for that $300 non-refundable fee just to hold your spot for the trip. Clearly Beachbody's making that money. And then you're going to have to pay for airfare, everything else. Say you arrive to Punta Cana? How are you getting to the hotel? Those type of things you're going to be paying for. So these things are anywhere but free or luxurious, or as free and luxurious as they try and make it seem. It's a lot of money and there's so much that goes into it, because say you are someone that doesn't join the company in January, say you join in August and you're trying to go on this trip, and say they do invite you, you only have 6 months to try and get these trip points. So depending on when you join this company, you don't have much time to try and get these points. And I can guarantee you most people do not get their whole entire trip paid for, in the sense of having the room and all of that paid for. So what do you guys think about these trips that they get invited on and then they try and say they're free, they're inclusive, or all inclusive? What do you guys think about that? Because I feel like there are so many issues with it, but I definitely think it reels a lot more people in than we can imagine when it comes to MLM reps posting about trips during this time. So the next MLM fail that you all sent me is actually of someone who was in an MLM, and based on looking at her YouTube channel, her page and everything, it looks like she is really selling like digital marketing. So things like an MRR course, stuff like that, seems like that's what she's doing now. But I did get this email and I'm going to read the email to you all. It says, "Hi Deanna, how are you? I used to be in ItWorks, and one gal was very famous when it came to promoting riches and not having to work a 9 to 5. Her name is blank. I'm just not going to say the person's name. Below is one of many short videos that she does promoting how she makes about 1K doing digital marketing, aka ItWorks. At one point, I wanted to join ItWorks again, but under her, due to her endless points about her team going diamond, etc. But after a while, I realized that I should not go back for seconds. My first time I did this, I only made $30 a month. However, after just a couple of Instagram messages with her, she wouldn't stop messaging me. I had to block her. Thank you for what you do. The only ones getting rich are those who sign up a ton of people." So this individual did send me a top MLM rep. Supposedly that was in the top of ItWorks. So they said that clearly this person was very famous in ItWorks. They got to the top of the MLM, and this individual watched them promote how much money they made and how they were able to do things like quit their job and everything like that. So that's why I find this video interesting, because the video that I found, like one of her most recent videos, she's not promoting her MLM. She is promoting like digital marketing. She's promoting MRR courses and stuff like that. I don't see her promoting ItWorks currently. So based on when I watched her versus when I got this email, there may have been a change where she started shifting more to getting people into like MRR courses versus MLMs. But it's interesting that this email says that she did promote that she was making all of this money. She was at the top of an MLM, and she almost reeled this individual back into ItWorks because of how much money she was making and how successful she was. So let's watch this video.
I can't tell you how much it means to me, the fact that just in the last 4 days, I have made over $3,500 working 1 to 2 hours a day from my phone. Before I found digital marketing, I was struggling in my network marketing business. I was supposed to be a top 150 income earner, the top rank, and I was struggling so much. And the fact that I just made more in 4 days than my monthly paycheck as a top earner was, I just want you to know that there are so many incredible ways that you can make money online. And if you are sick of struggling and you want to make things easier for your family, it is so worth it to learn more. Digital marketing has completely changed my family's life. And if you've been praying and looking for something that's not going to take you away from your family, that will still allow you to have time with them, you will not be glued to your phone all day. There's no cold messaging. And the best part, honestly, is that you are the only one that is paid based on your efforts. Nobody else gets paid except for me for my hard work. And that's the way that it should be. So if you have been curious about how digital marketing works and how you can get started as a complete beginner like I was a couple months ago, comment how below and I will send you exactly how.
So here we can see this individual was someone who she wasn't making money. She was apparently on her social media saying that she was making all this money. She was a top rep. She quit her 9 to 5. But then in this video, when she decides to not talk about her MLM anymore, she's saying that she was struggling in her MLM. So I feel like this video and this email just show how drastic things will change. Like when someone decides to leave their MLM, they go out of that mindset of like, oh, I'm making all this money. I was able to quit my 9 to 5, whatever they were promoting on social media. And then they're able to turn around and be like, actually, y'all, that was not happening. So I feel like it just backs up that so many people in MLMs are putting on a facade that they are making money, they are doing all these things, they are quitting their 9 to 5 when they actually are not. So she decided to move from her MLM into like the digital marketing space now. I'm very curious about that. Like, did a lot of people end up leaving the MLM? When did she leave her MLM? Did people join her after that? So I did decide to go onto her Instagram kind of to see like what she's doing. And she is also promoting the MRR course that people are very mad at me about. People are very mad about that video I made a couple months ago about the MRR course that kind of like started MRR courses for MLM reps and stuff. And I'm still getting so many comments of people just yelling at me. And I'm like, okay, continue to yell because I think it's a scam and that's my opinion. We can all have our opinions, but she's doing the same course. So it's showing me that like these MLM reps are really moving from their MLM, this facade that they were presenting, over to just the next facade. And they've already kind of perfected how to do that when they were in their MLM. So let's see what her Instagram story says. Someone asked her, I have seen a few people selling the $497 course. Why should I purchase it from you versus someone else? So this is the MRR course, Roadmap to Riches, that I've been talking about for a while now. So she said, who you purchase from does matter when it comes to making sure you are getting the additional help and support along the way. I recommend purchasing from someone who has the results you are wanting to achieve that you can use as a resource to ask questions. I love being able to be there every step of the way with amazing people who have purchased the course from me. Anytime they need help, I'm sending voice memos and even step-by-step video walkthroughs to help them figure it out. And then she posted some screenshots of people's testimonials. So the next story says, I'm so excited for my friend Charlie. She bought the Passive Profit Millionaire course from someone else mid-September and wasn't getting any help from them. So she reached out to me in October. Look at these results. I'm so pumped for her. And then the chick said that so far she's made $3,250. Then she provided screenshots for like testimonials. The next one says, plus because it's only $327, it's the most affordable option to get started with digital marketing and payment plans are available. $327 is like a wild amount of money for someone to just pick up and be like, yeah, totally want to do this. Also, looking at MRR courses and all of these courses in general that you can just begin and then, or you could just buy and then turn around and resell. The fact that she's saying $327 is the most affordable option right now is wild. It's wild to see that people are charging $500 for these MRR courses. Like, I just think that's an absurd amount of money for these people to be charging. The next slide says, I'm telling you, the smartest people on the internet are the ones who make money, or the ones who are making 100% profit selling a course they didn't have to take the time and effort to create. This is going to be huge and I don't want you to keep missing out. This is something you've been thinking about. Don't wait. It's the only thing you'll regret besides not starting. By waiting, you're only leaving money on the table. Or by waiting, you are not getting rid of your own money because $500, $300, $400 is a lot of money to spend when there's thousands of people on the internet now selling the same exact course as them. She then has a slide that says, I did it for them, and then it's a picture of her kids. She said, I was so scared to start something new after being in network marketing for over 10 years, but I was constantly stressed, working all day long, not as present as I wanted. So I jumped in with digital marketing and I'm so glad I did. But it's not just me. That's the best part. I am seeing so many beginners jump in and even more with this than they ever did in network marketing. That's a very interesting statement. So she is admitting that she was constantly stressed in MLMs, working all day long, which is definitely something we always talk about how MRR courses are not the same, which I feel like I get where they're trying to go with these MRR courses and trying to say that you don't have to work as hard, etc. But I feel like you're working the same amount. Like, you're going on your phone, you're posting these things that you're posting, and you're trying to like, it's essentially like trying to recruit people. You're trying to recruit people to purchase a product that you are selling, but now it's at such a higher rate. I feel like when someone was in their MLM, the rate was even lower. Like, some companies you could buy products for $50, $60, $70. Now some companies, their products are an absurd amount, which will be in the next MLM fail I do here in a second. You'll see how expensive products can get. But in general, I feel like it's very similar. Like, MLMs have a lot of similarities to MRR courses, except for you just don't make money off of other people. But in general, you're doing the same type of things. You're posting the same type of way, trying to get people in. You're posting testimonials, which you are probably doing in your MLM. You're probably networking, trying to talk to people. Clearly, she said she doesn't cold message, but she probably still messages people, and she's constantly posting and things like that. So it's stuff that you do in an MLM. So I feel like they're very similar, but she's trying to make them a distinct distinctly different. She's trying to be like, no, MLM's bad, MRR course is great. They're completely different, when I feel like they're pretty similar with the way that they are ran. The next slide, she's kind of promoting to moms. She says, money isn't everything, but man, it's easier when you're not thinking about it constantly and always stressed over it. Mom life really is the busiest life. I can't stress enough that when you do digital marketing, it really is only 1 to 3 hours a day. The rest of the day you spend with your family however you want. I beg to differ that it's less than MLMs, because you're trying to do the same thing. You're trying to recruit someone to buy something. But you can definitely see here that she's trying to promote to moms, and she's really, again, trying to make the distinction that MLMs are different from MRR courses. And then lastly, one of the other things she made is, if you've been watching, I'm telling you right now is the best time to get in. If the $497 digital marketing roadmap isn't an option, jump in with the Freedom Formula for $327. So it looks like she has 2 options for 2 different courses you could buy off of her, which one is $327, which is that Freedom Formula one. And then she's also, again, selling the digital marketing roadmap one that everyone else and their mom is selling for $497. And then she said, people are praying for something right now with how inflated life is. Let them come to you. So what do you guys think about MLM reps leaving MLMs and doing all of these MRR courses? Do you all think that the way especially top MLM reps have promoted their MLM, they're just turning around and doing it with another thing like an MRR course? Let me know what you all think. I just found this interesting to see someone who was clearly at the top of an MLM promoting how much money she was making, promoting leaving her 9 to 5, and then turning around and being like, no, that crap sucked, which in my opinion, I do think MLMs suck. I do think they're very stressful. They take all of your time and all of your money most of the time. So I do agree with her with that. But I question how much these MLM top leaders are promoting with MRR courses. How much of that is a facade and how much is actually truthful when we've seen the way that they promoted their network marketing companies? And are they doing that the same way with their MRR courses? Okay, so the next MLM fail is actually one that you all sent to me. How many times am I going to say that? But it's one that you all sent to me. It is of a new skin rep. And I don't really talk about new skin often. So I felt like this was one I definitely wanted to talk about because I don't talk about that company often. Okay, so the post says, arthritis, anyone? The first ever FDA approved holistic wellness and beauty device in one. Literally so excited about these results rolling in. I always want to say literally. Top right is my friend's little girl. She's only 11 and has arthritis in her hands and ankles. She woke up with her thumb locked up 5 minutes into the spa and she was pain and cramp free. This at-home spa device has gone on back order not once, but 3 times. Shipping dates when you order are now April 5th. I promise it's worth the wait. So not only do I think it's ethically wrong for any company, I don't care if you're in an MLM or not, but any company, it is not ethical to promote that it cures things like arthritis or helps things like arthritis, migraine. I don't think that chronic pain or chronic illness or anything like that is something that you should say that your product helps unless you can back it up with that company's like clinical studies that they have done. So when I did look up this product, it did say that it was FDA approved. They specifically said the Renu Spa IO, which is what this is an FDA cleared microcurrent body device and the latest innovation from the world's best-selling brand for beauty device systems for 6 consecutive years. So I do want to mention that what she said about it being FDA approved does seem to be true, but not only do I think it's unethical to promote things like products can help arthritis unless you're going to back that up with actual proof, but promoting these type of products to kids, I always feel very icky about, especially when it comes to MLMs. So not only, if you look up this device, it is $375, which who even has the income to like buy this product for that much? Let's read what the Nu Skin site actually says about it, because if the Nu Skin site said something like FDA approved for arthritis or anything like that, I would say, okay, this is a valid post in the sense of saying the type of claim that she's making. But this is what Nu Skin's website says. They state, say hello to a self-care win with the power of Nu Skin's Renu Spa IO, Nu Skin's first fully integrated wellness and beauty system. This device uses patent pending adaptive microcurrent technology as well as one-of-a-kind metallic nodes to provide a smooth and comfortable massage while also contributing to skin stimulation. Using this technology, the skin firming device continuously and comfortably adjusts to your skin in real time, ensuring that you get the most out of the device every single use. Through skin stimulation, the Renu Spa IO visibly contours, firms, sculpts, and tones skin, leaving you feeling revitalized, refreshed, and restored. This device connects to Nu Skin's Vera app, where you can find guided tutorials, a library of routines for all of your restore, revitalize, and refresh needs, as well as complimentary product recommendations to help you reach your skincare goals. Woo, this is long, but it says designed with a smooth, soft silicone sleeve, it makes cleaning supply and minimizes mess, boosts your moods, depuff, and energizes your skin, and you could feel your best at any time of the day with this. So that was them explaining like the product. That's what their product explanation says. So I then looked at the benefits. What does Nu Skin say the benefits are? Are they proven? Because clearly they're saying this product's FDA approved. So what are the benefits of it? They said that Renu Spa helps 1, visibly contour and reduces the appearance of dimples for a smoother, radiant look. 2, visibly tones and sculpts skin. 3, visibly firm and tightens dimples for a more youthful appearance. 4, depuffs the skin's appearance. 5, the skin feels energized. 6, it provides a spa-like experience to lift mood, improve overall feelings of well-being, and help you look and feel better. I think I'm on number 7, but 7 helps your body to feel refreshed and relaxed and provides a smooth, comfortable massage while contributing to skin stimulation. So where on this company's website do they say this helps with arthritis? Because I am telling you, I read every single little detail that this website used, even the section that it said usage, but the benefits look to be more of things like stuff to do with your skin, like making you look more youthful, depuffing, energizing, contouring, reducing appearance of dimples, like smoothing your skin. This seems to be a product that Nu Skin is saying is going to help your skin, like make you look more youthful, tighten the dimples, feeling energized, lifts your mood, you feel refreshed and relaxed, kind of like how you would feel if you go to a spa. But where does it say, yeah, cures arthritis, helps arthritis? I don't see anywhere where it says that. So these are the type of things I would report to the FTC, because health claims should not be allowed. I feel like it gives a lot of people false hope that are going through something like this. Many people struggle with the condition of arthritis. So I don't like seeing individuals promote products like this in this way. Even if this company wasn't an MLM, say it was just a regular company, I still would find an issue with it if they don't have actual proof that their product helps that said thing. I don't think it's right for companies in general to talk about their product curing or helping a chronic condition if it is not clinically proven to do so. I've always found an issue with that, and I don't like seeing people promote that, but I definitely don't like seeing MLMs promote that, especially when I see them really attacking certain groups of people or seeking out certain groups of people, like individuals with chronic illness or chronic conditions. I don't like to see that. So let me know what you all think about this, and if you are someone that struggles with arthritis, what is your experience? If you feel comfortable sharing what does help you, I would be very curious about that. But yeah, I definitely don't like seeing that, especially her promoting it for kids too. I definitely found an issue with. Let me know what you all thought of today's MLM fails. Leave me a little heart emoji of your favorite color heart if you made it this far in the video. And okay, so kind of update. So life is wild, life is crazy. But I went to Vegas for my friend's 25th birthday, and that was so much fun. But I tell y'all, the second I came back from Vegas, I felt like I needed a week to just lay in bed. So that's pretty much what I did. For the first 3 days when I got back, I laid in bed, and then I realized, Deanna, you have so many things to do. You need to get up. So then I got up, but then by that time class started again. So class has been wild. If any of y'all have gone to school, college, or trade school or anything like that, let me know if you have the same experience. But I swear that the last month, right before finals, like the last month of your semester, for some reason, stack everything for that last month. So for this last month of April, I have so many things to do. So these past 2 weeks, I've been trying to not only do the weekly assignments that I have, but like try and catch up and like try and get ahead or try and help myself for April. Because in April, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 papers due. And these aren't just, oh yeah, 1-page papers. No, these are papers up to 12 pages per paper. Then I have 3 presentations, and all of these are with 2 presentations with groups. And then I have to run a mock group therapy session, which is my second one of this semester. So in general, April's like wild. And then this is on top of my weekly stuff. Every week I have at least 4 chapters to read because I'm in 4 classes. I have papers to write weekly for my weekly journals because 2 of my classes are doing weekly journals this semester, and then weekly quizzes. So if my professor uploads a quiz, which I do have a quiz this week, so like, or 2 quizzes, I already did one, I have to do the other. So it's just a bunch has been happening. A lot has been happening. It's just been wild. So many things. So I actually have a meeting that I have to go do for one of my classes. I am going to meet with one of them to discuss our group project. But yeah, y'all, it is just wild. Let me know if you have experienced that. It's interesting how the last month is just the most wild month on top of like trying to prepare yourself for finals and everything. So let me know what y'all thought about this video. I have 2 videos that should be going up next week. One is a TikTok inspired video that I already have scripted and ready. I just need to film that video. And then another one is of an MLM company, some updated news that I ended up getting. So I want to make that video for you all. I will see you guys in next week's video. Oh, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hello. 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 Now, during summit, no. So what happens after this? No, you only have 6 months of, it definitely depends. No. So this is the MRR course, Roadmap to Riches that we've had. Ensuring you get the most out of the Renew Spa IO visually, that does not say visually, visibly. The way that it's really party on top, chill on bottom, explains my exact outfit I'm wearing. I have the softest, like cutest black top. I wore these with jeans when I went to Vegas. And then I have ripped up, literally dog bitten basketball shorts with socks and slides. So just know whenever you watch people on social media, whenever you watch people on YouTube, it's 99% party on top, chill, trying to stay at home on the bottom.